Don't you stop, 'cause tonight it's on the line. Show me how you get on down. Close my eyes, take me for a ride. Got to be you. So come and light me up. I still need your fire.
Probably not morning where you are, so whatever time of the day you are watching this, I hope you're having a fab day so far. It is Thursday morning for me, Thursday the 21st of May, and I'm currently in my office at home, working from home during obviously lockdown, although it has been ever so slightly lifted. By the way, I will mention this now, I know sitting on a sofa isn't ideal, but we're currently doing things up and around the house, so until we start to pull out the spare room, I will then have a desk up there with a proper chair. So it is work in progress, and I will be off the sofa one day, but for a minute this is where I'm currently sitting. But it is nice because I've got the door right there and I've got the door open so I can get fresh air, and yeah, it's nice. Anyways, I'm taking Lola to a school this evening, and I am so excited to just step foot again in a sand school and to go schooling. It's so silly, but it's literally, I'm like, keep thinking about it. Oh, I'm doing that tonight. Oh, I'm doing that tonight. And I thought I would take you guys along with us. First time back out in the horse box, going out somewhere. Obviously with the lockdown being ever so slightly lifted, we are now able to do so. And then I thought, why not show you a little bit of an insight into my lockdown life, working from home, although admittedly I'm obviously just sat here for a lot of the time, so probably a little bit boring, but you've already seen that I've had my normal morning routine, I've had my breakfast, I've taken my tablets, got up pretty early because I know that I want to finish a decent time this evening, and yeah, and then at lunchtime I'll go bring the horses in, and yeah, just thought I would show you a little bit of that. Another reason I wanted to come on here, I do apologise, this is quite a talkative start, I promise it won't all be like that, and there will be horses involved as well, but as it is Mental Health Awareness Week, I thought I would just speak a little bit about myself, or attempt to. So if you follow me on Instagram, you may have noticed over the past couple of weeks, I have been quite quiet. I have not been talking that much to stories. I've not been posting that many pictures. And to be honest, it's because I've gotten myself into a little bit of, I want to say a pit, but it's not quite a pit. But I just don't know what to post, or not that I don't know what to post. I've had photos ready to post, but I just don't have the words. And when I go to do an Instagram story, if I'm talking to the camera, a little bit like now, this, I'll be honest, has taken me quite a few attempts. I'm not going to say how many, but I do know that some stories in the past have taken me like 13 attempts. And then by the time I get to that 13th attempt, I'm sounding so forced and unnatural that I'm then, oh, I can't post it, when actually probably the first one is absolutely fine. But I'm just finding I'm getting very tongue-tied and my words aren't flowing very well, and yeah, anyways. This week is a lot better. I'm on a bit of a get my mojo back. So I know Tina has been really struggling with her creativity with vlogs, and I guess it's just because we're not doing much at the minute when we're so used to being so busy. And a bit like with Instagram stories, I know that I can only ride from like 3 till 5 because I've got the council job in the day and I've got to go waitressing in the evening, so I know I've only got that time. Anyways, I spoke to Nikki. So I've been speaking to Nikki from Be Your Best Yet for almost a year now. She is a life improvement coach and she has been helping me. It all started with my nerves for show jumping and nerves for eventing, and she's really helped me overcome them. Different things to think of, your attitude towards things, making ever so slight small changes here and there. And more recently, she's been helping me with more day-to-day scenarios, and especially this one. So on Sunday, we had a really good long chat about how I've been feeling, about actually the effects that this lockdown has had on me. And as much as you kind of, I don't know, I don't think I did realise, but until you're speaking about it, and like, again, I know Tina has really helped her by venting to Instagram and venting to vlogs, but I just find when I go to do this, a bit like now, I'm a bit like, and I don't know what I'm quite saying, or I'm not saying it how I want it to come out, or I'm not sure, I don't know. So anyways, we had the chat on Sunday, which was really good. We spoke through, because obviously, like I said, my day is usually so structured. So Sunday evening, when I went to let the ponies out, I wrote up my whiteboard like I would on a normal week, what Sprite's doing, what Lola's doing, and also wrote a bit of a to-do list for myself. So they can be done any day of the week. So like yesterday, I was really productive. I pulled Lola's mane and cleaned my horse box ready for this evening. Get off all the green off of it. I can't believe the state it was in, but it's all been pressure washed and is looking absolutely sparkling now. So Lola will have a nice clean horse box to get in this evening. So did that. Things like making sure that you eat regularly and stuff, which sometimes I've got to admit I don't always do. Drinking water, something else that I don't always do. And cutting down on alcohol, I'll be honest. I was finding that because I'm home all the time, each evening I would be having a few glasses of wine, which is not going to help your anxiety or your feelings or anything like that. So this week I haven't had any alcohol. So that is, I think, making a big difference too. And she also pointed me to our website where she has a free, simple 5-step guide to a happier you. Now guys, if you are feeling at all anything like me, or even if you're not actually, it's worth a read because it gets you thinking about things that you wouldn't normally consider. And it's not things like massive great changes that you've got to make to your life. It's just little things for you to sort of think about and understand the feelings of why you think like this, and little changes you can make to become a happier you. So what I'll do is I will post a link in the description below for you to Nikki's website, and on there you just sign up with your email. An email comes to you and then you can download the document from there. And honestly, I really recommend going and having a read. Even more so if you find that you are struggling a little bit in this lockdown, this weird scenario, this weird world that we're currently living in. So yeah, that will be in the description for you, so do go check it out. But so far this week, my mojo is slowly coming back. I'm finding each day I'm a little bit better. Without having that structure of writing down what the horses were doing, I was finding, because I was working such long hours, because work was so manic, I was finding I was almost finishing work, and then because I didn't already know what I was going to the horses to do, I was like, oh, I don't think I'll bother ride today. And then it's the vicious circle. The less you do, the less you want to do. So this week, because I've got that structure and we're doing things and I know what I'm doing, I'm already feeling much more positive and up for doing more. It's crazy. And as like Nikki says, you've got to, those negative thoughts that's like, yeah, it's easy, just don't ride today, you don't need to. It's very easy to listen to them, but actually the more you do, the more the positive thoughts knock down the negative thoughts. So yeah, it's definitely helped me this week. Gonna work on a little bit longer now, stop for lunch, and then go bring the ponies in. So of course we'll take you along with me there. My plan today is to hat spray and take Lola to the school. So yeah, that is today's plan. Crikey me, it is boiling. My car's saying it's 25 degrees, but it has been sat in the sun, so I'm sure that's going to go down once we start driving, but it is absolutely cooking. I'm now, so it's lunchtime, heading off to the ponies, just like I would do if I was at work, to be honest. And I have been quite lucky for the past 3 weeks, because my dad has been doing 3 weeks on, 3 weeks off of the furlough scheme that the government have been doing. He's back at work this week, but he's been actually really helpful and been bringing the horses in for me most days. So I haven't been having to do this for the past 3 weeks, which has been ideal while work's been absolutely crazy. But obviously dad's at work quieter, it's now lunchtime, so I'm heading to the ponies to bring them in. I'm sure they're going to be dying to come in, to be honest. They'll be like, Mum, get me away from the flies and the heat. They love coming in their stables and having a snooze. Which then works out really well, gets them off the grass, gives their belly a rest, and also they're ready for riding later on. So yeah, right, let's head there now. Girls, aren't you? Coming in. Afternoon snooze. It's literally just as quick as that. Bring the ponies in. They'll stay there and snooze for the afternoon. And then we'll be back later, won't we, girls? Oh, I'll be back later. You won't be back. You'll be still where I left you, hopefully. Fingers crossed, don't fix it. That's the ponies sorted. As I say, for the past few weeks, I've really been coming over at lunchtime as my dad has been home. And I don't know why, and I think that might be part of my problem with not knowing what to say or anything, is that I just haven't been doing very much, and I don't want to come on here, or I don't want to be on my stories and be all happy, bubbly, positive when that isn't how I am. I try to be as real as possible. So yeah, I don't know, again, I don't really know what I'm trying to say or trying to explain. I just don't want, I know sometimes when you watch vlogs, you're like, how is that person so happily bubbly all the time? And in real life, they're not. They're really not. They have bad days. I mean, I have bad days, and I've had quite a few of them over this time in lockdown. And it was actually over the last bank holiday weekend that we had that I did absolutely nothing. I did ride a couple of times, but other than that, I did nothing. And by the end of the weekend, I felt so annoyed at myself for wasting 3 whole days to do nothing. I mean, I didn't get out of bed until like 1 o'clock. Don't get me wrong, sometimes you deserve that. When we're in our busy eventing season and we're travelling up and down the A30, some Sundays when you're like, I've got no work, don't really need to ride, I love those lazy days. But 3 of them, not so much. And I felt like I needed to give myself a bit of a virtual slap, so I did try to make myself a bit better, a bit more upbeat and everything last week. And then after my call on Sunday with Nikki, putting these little changes into my normal day, getting my routine back, really has helped. Thank you guys for bearing with me while I'm venting. And Tina, you are completely right. When you vent out and once you actually get your words out that you actually want to say, you feel much better for it. Yeah, I feel like now I've explained myself. I have honestly tried so many times on my Instagram post to try and write this in words and or say it on my stories, and every time I'm like, I'm not saying it how I want to say it. So yeah, I think this has all come at a very good time with Mental Health Awareness Week, my call with Nikki on Sunday. It's all just tied in really well. And yeah, as I say, schooling this evening, I'm starting to feel a bit more like me again. Yay! Today's yummy lunch. This is actually quite a personal favourite of mine. I'm now about to join another Skype meeting. Story of my life when working from home. What did you say? It stinks of... Nice clean, I'm not going to lie though. What's happened to that?
I don't think you wiped them down very well.
What, with a pressure washer?
Yeah, you got a pressure washer.
Look at the top side, because the top side and the outside looks beautiful. Not quite sure what that's about, but... Oh, don't! Ah, go, Minnie, go! Hello! Come on! No. Look at that lip, Spritey. No, put it back. There it is. Hope you had a nice snooze. You had a nice snooze. You're going to stay in for a bit. And then we'll go for a hack in a minute. In a bit, when we come back. Right, Lola, we are ready to go schooling. Question is, hey, these guys have just said that I've just jinxed it, but you haven't been in a box for 3 months. Are you going to load? Are ya? What do you think? What's your brain saying? Come on then. Are we going to do what we normally do? So ready? Come on. Ready? Ready? Yeah. That didn't help. what just happened with that. Come on then. Come on. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. What's happened to the sunshine? Oh, it's still whiffly. Are we ready? Bedtime story.
I saw a line when you passed me by. The reason why I shine, you're the reason why. I thought I caught your eyes, the love is blind. I thought I saw you smile.
It's not very often somebody smiles like that after their schooling session.
What, unless my pony's ginger?
Well, yeah.
You were so good! Weren't you? If he says, I'm hot, I'm itchy, I'm tired.
Take me home.
Is it nice to get out? Out of the field, out of the stables? You're clever, get out. Oh, he's like, get off me. Come on then.
Leave me alone.
Oh, yeah. Home, Lola's washed off, fluorescent's on, hat on again. My ginger pony's tucked up, ready, aren't you, Freddie? You can't say hello. You can't say hello. She's like, has Mum got treats? Have I got treats? No. But I have just realised. So Chris is going to come along with me on the bike. I was actually supposed to give Spritey a day off today, but not going to tell him that. She can have tomorrow off and we'll go and enjoy a nice bike ride and hack together, won't we? Yes. This is what you want, look. Bear with. Bear with. Oh, you know that I've got some, don't you? You're not silly, are you? No. There you go. We give Lola some as well because she was an absolute star, weren't you? Yes. There you go, there's one. Now kiss. Kiss. Right. Come on then, you. Let's go. Hello, little one. You're not very old, are you? Oh. Hello. I think you were in... Yes, okay. Oh, that looks like it was only born yesterday, babe. Tiny. Oh, they're all so cute at the minute. How buzzing are you? Left or right? Spritey's going right. We are. We know that she's always the boss. You got a big hill coming up. That'll warm you up, yeah. This is when I'm glad that I've got 4 legs and not 2 wheels. This is where our paths separate.
Yeah, head start.
Come on then, off you go. Let's see if I can beat you. See if we can beat you. Hey, Spritey, have we got this? What do you think? Hey? Meet you by the school, yes. We do have to walk a bit though, Sprite. We can't canter the whole way. Whoa. Can we see him? Oh, he's flying. Whoa, we've got to walk through here. And we've got a tree. We've got a tree. It's going to beat us. Steady, because I do worry about your legs. Okay. You know what's on, don't you? No, I was looking because I didn't think you were... I didn't want to go too quick because of my legs. Out of breath are we? I know. I did see you go flying down the bottom. I could see you through the trees and I was like, oh, we've got a ghost, right? He's on it. Did you enjoy that? You all buzzed up.
Lucky I got down and get
Sprite enjoyed that. I think she went to follow you and then was like, oh, okay. Oh, no, I know what happens. I know what happens. Didn't you? Didn't you? Yes. That's not trot. That was stroking you. Sprite's got her power walk on. Are you okay? Are you listening to me? Are you listening to me? Go, 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 go. Go then, off you go. That was literally no leg. Bless your heart. Oh, Spritey. Steady though. Too quick. Not too quick. Oh, I love it when your ears flip back because you're listening to me, aren't you? Are you listening? You're all buzzed up. He's all like that. Oh, you make me giggle. That is you taking yourself for a power walk, isn't it? Yes. And woo. You don't know whoa, do you? Woo. Whoa. No, you don't know whoa. You definitely don't know whoa. So I want to keep up with you like that. Oh, not too bad.
dying to tell you, you blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet. No, I've realized, and I'm dying to tell you, you blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet. I've tried some time, and I'm dying to tell you, you blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet. No, I've realized.
I was about to end the vlog, but gotta remember to clap at 8 o'clock for the NHS. Oh, I do love hearing that every Thursday. I think it's awesome that everybody shows their support. Anyways, I was about to come on here and say that's the end of the vlog. That is so lovely. So lovely. Slowly hear it going down. Everyone's like their car horns, everything. I was schooling this time last week, and I remember going up the field with Sprite and being like, what's all that beeping and everything? Because I could hear it from Mum and Dad's. And then I realised that it was 8 o'clock Thursday, and I was like, yes. Anyways, going to end this here. Chris and I have got spaghetti meatballs, wrong way around, for tea. So gonna cook that, all showered, still absolutely beaming. Lovely hack with Spritey, with Chris on the bike, and Lola. I'll be honest, I was expecting her to be a bit of a madam today, but she wasn't. She was good as gold. So yay. Absolutely beaming from that. I was hoping obviously the sun would be out, but to be honest, I think it could have been absolutely chucking it down with rain, and I'd still be absolutely beaming from it. So excited to get out and do it again now. I'm like, oh, we can start going every week again. Woohoo! Hopefully Tina and Banksy will be joining us next time. Yeah, excited. Obviously Tina would have to drive up in a separate car, but it'll work. It's only Chibs, so yay! The world is starting to slowly turn again, and it's good. It is very good. So if you have enjoyed this vlog, guys, we'd really appreciate the thumbs up. Maybe leave me a comment, and of course, if you don't already, do hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.